Hello there. Did you know your body has a superpower? It's called interoception, and it's really important for managing anxiety. Today I'm going to give you a really quick, simple explanation of what exactly interoception is, and then we're going to do a 2-minute exercise together so you can actually feel what I mean. So get ready, let's go. Interoception is your body's built-in messaging system, and it sends messages like when your heart's beating faster, when your stomach feels tight, and if your muscles feel tense. And if you imagine it like it's like your body's weather report, so with anxiety it will send messages, your body will send messages when the clouds are starting to come, and that's like the feeling of anxiety in our body. But the good news about this is that we can actually change these messages. We can actually connect with them. And if they're not correct, so if there's no reason for us to feel anxious, so basically our internal messaging system, our internal weather report is actually faulty and the outside weather is beautiful and sunny, then we can actually change that. So stick with me and I'm going to show you how to do that. When we feel anxious, our body goes into alert mode. So our heart beats faster, our stomach clenches, our muscles tighten, we start to sweat. And this is our body's way of actually telling us, hey, something's wrong here, we need to do something about it. But often there's actually nothing wrong. And if we were to look at our environment when we're feeling really anxious, we will just be thinking, well, there is no reason to feel anxious. Why am I getting these signals? So the good news is we can actually change our response. But if we just ignore that response, so if we start to feel anxious, we don't know why we're feeling anxious, we just ignore it, then the anxiety can actually get worse because our body will just turn up the volume because we're not taking notice. But if we check in, we take notice and we actually go, hey, do you know there's nothing wrong here, there's nothing to be worried about, we can actually change that response. And this is why interoception is so amazing for helping us to manage anxiety. And it's something that scientists are discovering is really key in our ability to manage anxiety. It's this concept and this process called interoception. I'm going to link the science paper below. If you're interested in the science, there's a really interesting paper that explains this in a lot more detail, and I'll link it below the video. So having now explained what it is, shall we practice? Because I think it's much better if you can actually feel this. So sitting down, if you're in a place where you can sit down, that's probably best. Sitting down, and now just gently lower your gaze or close your eyes. If you're comfortable with your eyes closed, close your eyes. If you're not comfortable with your eyes closed, lower your gaze. And I just want you to check in with your breathing and just noticing with your breath, where can you feel your breath in your body? Can you feel it maybe in your chest or perhaps further down? So perhaps in the sort of middle part of your torso, or maybe more down in the belly. So we're just noticing where you can actually feel that breath at the moment. We're not changing it, just noticing. So this is interoception that we're doing now. We're noticing what's happening with our breathing, with our breath. And now we've just noticed that with the breath. Let's just extend that a little further. And let's just notice how we're feeling in our body. So let's just particularly check in with, how does our chest feel? How does your chest feel? Is that feeling tight? Is it feeling relaxed? Feeling loose, tense? You might notice temperature as well is a really good one. So is your chest feeling like hot, cold? It's always a really good sign as well as to how like our body's responding. And now let's move to our gut. So I call these two centers, they're like our second and third intelligence centers. We all know we've got our brain, but we've got our heart space. So what do we feel in our heart? And our gut feel. People talk about this gut feel, but they disconnect from it. So let's try and connect with that now. Let's try and just gently notice in your tummy, how does your tummy feel? Is it tight? Is it loose? Is it clenched? Just really noticing that in the tummy. And now I want you to take a big deep breath in. So a big breath through the nose and sigh out with an exhale. And as you do that, just say, I am safe. I am calm. I'm going to do that again. I am safe, I am calm. And one more. I am safe, I am calm. And then when you've done those repeated words, you can then check in again and just notice how you feel and whether there's any change. You may need to do it a few times before you start to feel a difference. The other thing to do as you're saying, I am safe, I am calm, is to actually look around the room as you say, I am safe. So you're really bringing your brain's attention to, do you know I really am safe? There's nothing in this room that's going to harm me. So well done, great job. You've just practiced your interoception superpower. It will take time and practice for this to start to take effect, but believe me, if you do it regularly, it'll have a real difference. If you enjoyed this video and you found it useful, please subscribe. It makes a huge difference to me to have subscribers and to know that I'm really helping people. And if you'd like more techniques like this, I've popped the link for my free anxiety reduction toolkit below, which will give you 4 more exercises to help you to check in with your body and start to release anxiety. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon.